see out of Dion Colsey the last couple of weeks that kind of led to his performance on Saturday?
Yeah, we have a lot of competition throughout practice. You know, Dion's obviously got good size and length, and coming back off an injury, took a couple of weeks there early in the season, but has really progressed well. And he had a good week of practice last week that earned him some opportunities out there, and he went out and made them. You know, he's a kid last year who was playing for us a good amount as a true freshman, and somebody that we want to see continue to progress and can definitely help us win some games.
And then Clemson's coordinators yesterday mentioned physicality about 30 times. Is that something that you have to drill into your guys again this week?
Yeah, look, we have a lot of respect for Clemson. They're a tremendous group on defense. You know, they're extremely talented up front. They got good players at all three levels. Yeah, we want to play a physical brand of football. You know, we've played Clemson before. We know that they play a physical brand of football, so it'll be a great opportunity for us in a big game. And again, we have a ton of respect for that whole crew over there and the way they play defense and the personnel they have.
Tommy, what is the focus or the theme this week offensively?
We have a theme every week. I don't always love to put it out there publicly on what it's going to be. You know, we're going to continue to try to progress and get better, and try to play to some of the strengths that we're going to have, and try to find some ways to play good football Saturday night.
And working with Drew, what is he doing well right now that you're really excited about, and what areas are you kind of working on him to help him improve his game?
Yeah, I mean, I think Drew's really owning the offense. There's a lot of things that we asked Drew to do that not a writer or person outside of our building would ever know about, in terms of the communication, snap count, points, protections, all those things that are part of playing quarterback. To have a successful run game, it starts with the quarterback and making sure that the communication's sound and where we're putting the combinations, and he plays a huge part in that. So I think he's really running the offense at a high level. He's making some plays, obviously in the passing game, that have been explosive the last couple of weeks. We got to continue to strive some consistency in some of the shorter and intermediate stuff, but he's had some explosive passes the last couple of weeks that we've been pleased with, and just continue to find ways to improve, fundamentally, that can allow some of those easy plays to be there.
Accuracy was something that was a hallmark of him for a few games. It doesn't feel like it's at that same level right now. How do you guys get him back to kind of throwing the ball the way he was?
Yeah, I love the accuracy conversation. Like, if you look at the game 2 weeks ago, right, there's probably 2 throws he missed, like 2 true missed throws. You get 2 balls batted, there's a couple route discipline things there, and then there's 2 poor decisions that have nothing to do with accuracy, right? So he misses the 1 ball to Chris and probably misses the 1 to Zoe a couple weeks ago at home. This past week he was low on a couple throws, which we got some footwork things that we want to clean up with. He took himself out of some throws with some drops in terms of his footwork. So when we look at those physical areas, like I said, we're going to look, is it, okay, mentally are we not on the right spot, or is it something technically that we can improve on? And mentally he's been pretty sharp. Technically we've got to improve on some drops and footwork things. But he's out here doing them and hungry to get better.
When you look at those technical things, how much of that you think plays into the defense that you guys are facing, those tough defense that you faced recently?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just, we got to have great discipline play in and play out to do the little things. Coach Stuckey talked about it today, actually, do the small things better. And how does that apply to our room? Well, it probably starts with where we set our eyes and how our feet allow us to play. We have a ton of respect for the defenses that we're facing, and obviously we have another good one this week, and Syracuse was, I think, 6th in the country in defense, and we can't allow that to interfere with us doing the little things well. That certainly starts with footwork and making sure our eyes are set in the right spot.
How pivotal is it when you got an offense that Coach Freeman says it's better when you guys know, when the other team knows that you guys are going to run the ball, and you guys are still successful in that? What does that do?
Yeah, some misdirection would be good. I think, look, when we have a very confident group in terms of, hey, we know what our strength is. We have, we're playing well up front, tight ends, O-line. Our receivers are blocking their tails off. Our backs, all 3 of them are running hard. Drew's running the show for us. So there's some confidence there. We got to continue to strive to be balanced and find ways to spread things out and create some edges out there. But we know we have something we can hang our hat on, and now it's our job week in and week out. Teams are going to know that. We got to find other ways to be effective in those regards.
What do you like, or what do you see from Clemson's defense that makes them such a challenge?
What do I like about them?
Yeah, I don't think you like much.
Yeah. Look, they're first off very well coached and they play hard. And you look at teams like Clemson. We faced them obviously in the past. The talent jumps off the screen. The personnel there obviously is deep, and they can rotate guys in. From a schematic standpoint, they do enough that you have to really prepare for, you got to be ready for. So you combine a well-coached group that plays hard and has a good culture with extremely talented group, and then a scheme that's going to give you some issues to take away what you do best. You're looking at why they've been a perennial top 4 team in the country every year. We got our hands, work cut out for us big time. We got our hands full, with that front seven, and I think their back end's really playing at a higher level than probably they're getting credit for, and so we're excited for the challenge. It's going to take all 11 of the guys on the field, but we're excited for another great opportunity.
Has Goodwin changed the schematics of their defense much from what you saw from Venables in 2020?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, it definitely has his stamp on it. You see some of the stuff from Coach Venables still there, but there's definitely a different twist on it. I think from everything you hear, he's a very intelligent guy. I don't know Les personally, but very intelligent guy. You can see that when you turn on the film. They do things to try to take away what offenses want to do, and they're really good on third down with some of their blitz patterns and the way they use their linebackers and some of the pressures. So we got to have a sound plan that our players believe in and can go operate, and make sure we try to put them in a position to go be successful.
Is there some sort of update on Braden Lindsey this week? I know he was a little bit in and out. Last week didn't play much in the previous game.
Yeah, Braden's good. Obviously there was some illness last week, but it should be moving forward. I think I can answer that, right?
You're good.
I hope so. All right.
Thanks, Tommy.
Thanks, guys.
Did.